Happy New Year, everybody! It's Nikki, and I am excited because I finally got my new DIYFish inserts for 2015, and I got a little different setup this time, and so I wanted to share that with you. I posted a bunch of pictures on the DIYFish life mapping community on Facebook, and about halfway through typing out my extremely long explanation, I thought, you know, I should do a video of this. The problem was I was still in my pajamas, and so I wasn't going to do that. And then somebody else suggested that I do it, so here I am. I'm going to try to do this before the sun goes down. So I am using this year version 2.2. This is the half-page size for my junior ARC notebook, and this is also the day on 2 pages. And I'm just going to show you what I've done a little differently, and I'm really excited, so I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that you can find some of these tips helpful for you as well.
Okay, so here's my January setup. As you can tell, I'm tracking some homework reading here. So I've written down some things that I'm tracking. I've written down my bills, and I've written down a few other things down here. This is what I've always kind of done. I usually put future planning here, but I didn't need to do that this month because of my setup before, because these are new inserts for the year. But as you open it up, you can see how I'm tracking things. And what I have here under the Post-its are just the amounts for my bills, but you can kind of see here how I'm tracking all of that. So that's that side. As you open it up, you can see here I have some monthly reminders here, weekly reminders, such as I always need to put the trash cans out on Tuesday, bring them back in on Wednesday. And then these are my objectives for January. These are things that I'd like to see done this month. I don't know, maybe I've been a little lofty, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll see. The rest of this I haven't quite filled in just yet, but turning the page, I have it bundled right now, but let me show you my weeks. I have all in the front. All of my weeks are here, and I have them all bundled together so that way they're all in one place, and that works for me. I've tried having them wrapping the days. A lot of people use them to divide up all the days. I prefer them like this. Using this system for about 6 months or so, I've experimented with a couple different ways, and this is how I like it. I like them all up in the front, and I've decided to use the week. Here is where I used to do meal planning, but I'll show you why I've changed that now. In this version, there's an actual place for that. So here, what I'm doing instead is I'm tracking my projects. So this is what I've done on each day, and I'm using this for planning. So this is a big project that I'm working on here. And over here, I'm able to do like a review and extra notes and stuff like that. And because this is an ARC, I'm able to put in extra pages to kind of work on project planning. And then I can move these as I need to from week to week. So this is how I have week 1. And then this is what it looks like with it all open. This was New Year's Day. So this here is something I'm going to show you here in just a bit, but I just want to kind of finish showing you this layout. Again, I have my to-dos here, I have our schedules and stuff all along here, a place to put the daily Bible verse that I get each day on YouVersion, or maybe one that I've read elsewhere that really stood out to me. I'll put it up there for me, just for my reference. What I've done a little differently this year is I've run these pages back through the printer. Last year I hand drew all of these columns, and that got really tedious and tiresome. So I created a publisher file, and I'm able to print these out and then run them through again and print all of our names and everything on them and the columns. So when you get this version, it does not come with these columns already on it. This is just one wide column, and this is a blank page, completely blank except for the grid lines. I've customized this to fit my needs, and this is what works best for me. And then on this side, I've taken my weekly chart and I've used washi tape here to tape this in. And as you can see, I have all of my days for the week in here. So Thursday, because that was the start of the month, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the last day of the week, and then I have the weekly chart using gray washi tape just taped in right there. And this is where I'm tracking various things, chores and whatnot on here, but I can see it all in one glance. And I'll show you a wide shot picture of that. So you can kind of see this all in one glance. And then on the other side of that, I have our menu and our grocery list for the week. So when it's all put together, it's very easy to open up. So you can kind of see, I just open it because I have the month there holding that side in. Then I've got the week here with kind of most important and some most important to-dos for the week. Then again, I have my project planning, I have my days, I have my grocery list and menu, and I have my weekly chart. And this is all in one big layout, which I'll show you a wide shot of that. And the way I have this set up is that it is covering the whole week. So I have all the weeks here, and they're all tipped in like that using washi tape for the month. So that's what I've done for the whole month, and you can see it's very easy for me to flip. The week starts on Monday, 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 Monday. Well, that's not Monday, but you know what I mean. And then inside here is the bundle with all the days for that week. Okay. And then on the back, I kind of messed up when I was printing all of this. My overlays, this ended up being printed on the back side of the day, but I don't actually need this because it's the end of the month, and so I just covered a bunch of the stuff up with washi tape, and I've created this as my future planning page instead of trying to cram in it on here like I've done in the past for February. I've only printed February and March monthlies. I don't have the weeks or the days in here yet, and I probably won't put those in until the beginning of February. I'll do February's, and then and so on and so forth. But I ran out of paper, so I wasn't able to print any more months either. But you know, this is the first quarter of the year, so that works really well. Now, one of the things I'm really excited to show you, this is just a stand-in. I hand drew this in because I had ordered the LM-Hyperdex Stamp, and I was waiting for it to be shipped. So I just drew these in so that I would kind of get used to seeing that there. I was kind of playing around with it here as an example, but this is nowhere near what it actually is. This is really just a visual stand-in for me, so I could kind of get used to seeing it there, and I was kind of seeing if that would work for me, and I'm really excited because this has actually, it arrived today. So now I'm going to move on. We're now in week 2 of January, and I haven't quite yet set up my week. As you can see here, I've only filled in a few things, but I haven't yet set up my week. But I wanted to show you. These are the LM-Hyperdex stamps. They come just like this. There's a large one that would fit in quite nicely right there, and a small one which would fit up here. Or of course, if you are, if you're not like me and you don't need these, you know, separated out, this whole page is typically blank, so you could really put these anywhere. And you could use one for personal and one for work, or however which one, or just use one. I plan on just using one. I'm going to try using this one, and I'm going to post it right there. And what I did was, these just come just like this. It's just the stamp. Just the stamp alone. This is in a plastic bag for protection for the mailing. You will need to purchase the blocks to put it on, as well as the ink, of course. And these are the ones that I purchased. These are by Fiskars. I am not a stamping expert whatsoever. I'm really new to the whole stamping thing, but so I didn't quite know exactly what I was getting into when I was looking for acrylic blocks. But these are by Fiskars, and they come in these different sizes. So there's a teeny tiny one, kind of a small, medium, or large, and then this one is a long one. And I really lucked out because, where did my other stamp go? Here it is. I really lucked out because these actually fit on here pretty well. So I'll be able to use it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try these out for the first time, and I'll show you what it ends up looking like. Okay?
Well, I've been treated like a Valentine that's been ripped apart and left behind. I'm a fragile girl in a crazy, careless world. My dreams were torn and scattered on the floor, but you've been picking up the pieces, Lord, 'cause your love is real, the only hope to heal. My paper heart is yours now. I have landed in your hands. Come so far to find out my life will never be the same since you wrote your name on my paper heart. I had been so terrified to trust. So many times I've been reduced to dust, but you keep showing me you're the safest place to be. My paper heart is yours now. I have landed in your hands. Come so far to find out my life will never be the same since you wrote your name on my paper heart. Never knew that I could feel the way I feel. Never knew that there could be a love so real. Never knew that I could feel the way I feel right now. Oh, yeah, yeah. My paper heart is yours now. I've landed in your hands. I've come so far to find out my life will never be the same since you wrote your name on my paper heart. I never knew that I could feel the way I feel right now. I never knew that I could feel the way I feel. I never knew that I could feel the way I feel right now.
All right, so overall, I'm really excited about my new setup and also about my new stamp, my LM-Hyperdex Stamp. So once again, this is the little one, so you can kind of see how small it is. And, oh, where did I put it? Here it is. And this is the big one as it's mounted on my little thing. So that's my daughter. Isn't she cute right there? Anyway, so this is the big one as it's stamped on here, and as you can see, I've kind of color coded a little bit, and I wrote in what I did to kind of coincide with that. So the colors on here match the colors on here, if that makes any sense. And ignore the sleeping until 10:30. Yeah, I don't do that every day. Today was totally a fluke, but I'm not complaining. So, and it wasn't pre-planned either. So I just am kind of using this as a way to track my time. I am going to be planning in the columns and tracking in the Hyperdex, the LM Hyperdex, and hopefully this is going to be a great way for me to keep track of my time and be more productive. It took about 10 days for me to get my stamp from the time I ordered it on the Etsy store until it arrived at my doorstep for me to sign. But it may not take that long for you because I ordered it on Christmas Day, so there's a bunch of holidays in there. You know, New Year's Day, Christmas Day, all of the times that the Postal Service may not necessarily be open, plus it's coming from overseas. But overall, I think that 10 days is pretty fast. It's coming all the way from Singapore, and I live in the Los Angeles area. So your mileage may vary, but the awesome thing is that DIYFish does include a tracking. So you can track it and you can kind of see how it goes along the route till it gets to your house. So anyway, with all that said, I'm going to sound off, and I hope that you guys have an amazing, productive year. And I hope to do another blog soon about how this is working out for me, and also about New Year's goals and resolutions. And anyway, until then, I hope you guys have a great month of January, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.